Hello, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. I'm going to do a couple of readings starting with Pisces for the full moon in Pisces, the 2nd of September. This is in your first house, obviously, Pisces. I'm only reading for rising signs here. So if you don't know your rising sign, go with your sun sign for this little group of full moon readings that I'll do. So Pisces, it's in your first house. So obviously I'm going to start with you. In your first house, your house of self, basically, your body, your health, your appearance, your own identity. The oracle card you have through is my Nautilus Princess, which is powerful personal growth. Did I write? Hang on. Sorry. She is an underwater emotional princess. How very apt. I know a few Pisces. And she's growing in ways she never thought she would, because soon she is to be the queen and she must make decisions. She feels uncertain about how she will perform when she's elevated and unsure of whether she can wield her power. She is very thoughtful as she contemplates the future, but all around her are the symbols of her future success. You may be very gentle, appeasing and timid soul who is facing a challenge, but you're being asked by the universe to step up into a more senior and conspicuous role, and you are concerned about whether you can be powerful and still be a good person. The pearls here signify that you must act from a pure place and from a natural place and treat this quest as a sacred task. This is a natural result for you, so expect to grow more and more over time. This is a time of spiritual and emotional transformation which could come to you via a friend who's older or more experienced. He will share her skills and some of her secrets with you. You could be about to experience a deeper friendship, meet a teacher who really opens your mind to a new realm of discovery, or find a trainer who can coach you in such a way that your potential blooms strong and fast. So basically, Pisces, this is the time when you may be stepping into some sort of new promotion here, and it's making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It is time to take yourself a wee bit more seriously. Certainly your own capabilities, your own potential. I got a flashback to when I moved, well, shortly after I moved from being an advisor to a sales manager. And I went through a very long time of basically trying to protect the people that I was supposed to be managing. And my boss actually, on more than one occasion, told me I was not a shop steward anymore. I was a manager. And it was really, really difficult for me because I had decades of just, being part of the group, having the same whinges as everyone else. And now I was being asked to, kind of get people to sell stuff I wouldn't sell, and it was really, really difficult, very, very difficult. Ultimately, I kind of gave it up in the end. But this is the kind of vibe I'm getting, that you're moving from a shop steward or being part of the group, and you're getting some sort of promotion that takes you out with the group, makes you a wee bit more noticeable, and probably a little bit maybe even unpopular, in all honesty, Pisces. And I think this is what you're maybe going to be struggling with, but it's ultimately the direction that you need to go in. And with the success you'll enjoy in this period, you have got deceit in reverse and the adjacent possibilities. Now this is saying that this can be self-deceit. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's people around you have been deceitful, but I am getting a real work environment vibe off of this, just because of where it took me. So this is, in fact, the song I got in this. I've got a couple. I've got Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves. So there might be deceit. There might be someone who's, or people that you've worked with who are a little bit disrespectful, who want to take from you, who are just not, honest with you. And this is you looking at your options here. So I just think you're going to be presented with an option that's going to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But any deceit that has gone on is about to be over, or indeed has ended. So if there's been any issues on the work front with yourself and colleagues or management, whatever it may be, this is being dissolved, and a sort of more open, maybe friendly, peaceful environment is what's on offer to you. But as I say, it can be self-deceit. This is someone telling themselves they don't have any options when in fact they do. They just don't necessarily have the confidence to, you know, go or follow through on the options, feeling a bit like, you know, feeling maybe a bit like a fraud, like you're not capable, that you'll be found out, that sort of thing. But the options are most definitely there. For some of you, it may even mean that you're looking to be self-employed, because the Nine of Pentacles didn't know which way to come out, came out a bit sideways. It's often my self-employed card. It is very much about someone who is, you know, financially stable, very committed to what they're doing, very abundant. It's my mini Empress. It's it doesn't know how it wants to come out is the bottom line. So I think for some of you, you'll just be in, you know, denial that you do have alternatives. You're maybe sticking with an environment or a relationship, whatever it may be for you. That there is some sort of trade-off when we get into, you know, self-denial mode. There is something in it for you. Sometimes keeping ourselves small and inconspicuous is actually what's in it for you. If you don't really want to be out there, you don't really want to expose yourself because it could ultimately end in failure or being ostracized, that could be what's going on here. Alternatively, it just means that you might be breaking free from a, you know, maybe a toxic environment, work group, friend group, whatever it may be. I'm very strongly getting work. And it's wondering if you can become self-employed, but maybe not having the confidence to follow it through. And that's what Nautilus Princess brings. Huge personal growth and the ability to step up and fill the role that you know you're capable of doing. So what you should set your intention towards is the Angel of Balance. Balancing out your emotions, basically. I mean, I don't need to clarify that anymore, do I? I did leave my deck out, so let's have a look. What is the Angel of Balance that Pisces should set their intention towards? The Angel of Balance. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. This is not investing something that's not paying out, basically. I mean, it could be a relationship with the Ten of Cups at the base of the deck here. This might, you know, you're just not overgiving anymore on the work front because the returns just really aren't there. You may feel that, you know, you're just not that motivated by the work that you're involved in. It might be a bit of a midlife crisis. But this is what you should set your intention towards, just balancing out your work life. Might be like your, you know, how much time you spend at work versus how much time you spend at home, that sort of thing. But I just get the feeling that somebody's work environment is less than ideal and they need to really make a decision as to how they want to progress, what they want to move towards. And it feels like it comes with a bit of exposure, and I think that's the issue for you here, Pisces. Something you should avoid. Indecision in reverse. You need to make a decision, basically. You need to choose a path. You've got all these tabs open here, you know. You might be looking at jobs and not putting in the applications, or because you might actually have to go to an interview, and then that might set the ball rolling in a direction you don't really want to go in because you're not sure you want to go in that direction. You need to make a decision. You cannot be wishy-washy on this because there might be a really good opportunity here that is passing you by. And I'm going to come directly onto your special message from the universe, and it's telling you that whatever you're doing now, you're not happy doing it. There's maybe no abundance here. You're maybe not getting paid your worth. You're just not happy. This is not the job that you wake up to and you know, skip out of bed in the morning and walk in with breezy smiles. This is something that feels like an effort, that feels like drudgery. And yet you're kind of sticking with it. So you need to make a decision. That's what you need to avoid being indecisive. You need to avoid looking at all the various options and coming up with a myriad of reasons as to why you don't do what you know you're capable of doing and you actually want to do. A challenge you'll soon face, caring connections. So this can be romantic oftentimes, but it doesn't have to be. This can actually just be maybe even breaking a partnership. You know, leaving the company that you're with because maybe there's a lot of people that you like where you're working. but you maybe don't like the work you're doing, you don't like the direction it's taking. So the challenge is the caring connection for Pisces, please, Spirit. Strength in reverse, not having the confidence to possibly break something off or move in the direction of a relationship even. You might be completely focused on your work. You may even be making your work an excuse for why you're not able to spend more time either looking for love or spending time with your own partner here. So you need to find some courage, basically. You need to find some confidence. You need to write down exactly what you want to accomplish and then take the steps to accomplish it, and not kid yourself on that there's any other reason why it's not happening. A helpful resource that you should seek out is my Angel of Love, and this is tender connections. So you might be sort of avoiding love in relationships here. Angel of Love for Pisces, the helpful resource. Oh my gosh, yes, the Knight of Cups. This is just offering your love, offering affection, being really open about how you feel about someone, or even the very fact that you want a lover or love in your life. This is about bringing romance back into your life. And that very much, I don't know why, but you know, maybe you've had a really bad experience and you don't want to get back out there. And that's where the Strength card is in reverse. Maybe the whole thing's been very disappointing and exhausting for you. And yet this is what you need to set your purpose towards. Actually, you know, creating tender connections. They don't need to be romantic, but with the Knight of Cups, I would presume they are. I think there's a little bit of a fear here. Oh gosh, on the Page of Wands, this is like communication. This is having a, you know, a new idea. Just getting yourself back out there again. Getting on a dating website. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's what this is. It's just connecting with people on a romantic basis. Sending messages and just getting the ball rolling again. It feels like it's a bit of a sludge. But this is what you need to do, and the energy is there for you to have just that. I do think you might even be using your work life as a bit of an excuse just now, Pisces, quite possibly. And how to raise your vibration, the Healer of the Ages. This is such a lovely card. There's something that needs to be healed here. This is my Reiki healer. Healer of the Ages for Pisces to raise their vibration. Healer of the Ages, please, for how Pisces raises their vibration. Oh yeah, gosh, where did I get it? On Angel of Balance with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I got don't look back in anger. Slip inside the eye of your mind and don't look back in anger. So there's something you're pissed off about, and you know, maybe whatever it is for you, it is something that's preventing you moving forward and opening yourself up to new connections. Healer of the Ages. The songs will be below if you want to have a wee listen. Healer of the Ages for how Pisces raises their vibration. A Six of Cups. Bloody hell. I mean, this may be someone from your past with the Six of Cups, but the Six of Cups is just lovely. This is getting back in touch with your inner child. This is, you know, healing a connection with, you know, old friends, an old lover. It's just about being like, it's almost like getting back in touch with your youthful, fun, playful side, which is also what the Page of Wands is. There is some sort of connection from the past here, and it may go right back to your childhood. It might not involve anyone else at all. Maybe some trauma or wounds that need healed, that are affecting your relationships in your adult life. Here's the Six of Cups for Pisces. And it can be, you know, siblings. Here's the King of Wands. So this could be someone from your past, maybe a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be an ex. I mean, it doesn't have to be, again, a romantic partner for you. But in terms of how you raise your vibration, it's about maybe returning to the past, reconnecting with old friends, old work groups. It's people that used to make you happy, used to make you feel young, used to have a bit of a giggle with. That needs to be, you know, tapped into, because this all feels a wee bit serious and avoidant, in all honesty. And with this and this combined, your tender connections, being the angel of love, inviting in love, being receptive to love, sending out messages, reconnecting, that's where personal powerful growth is available to you. So it feels like a bit of a split reading for me. I very much got a work feel from the center of it, but it could be that you are focusing all your attention on that to the expense of, you know, relationships, love, romance, and that may actually be intentional. That might be the excuses that you're giving yourself here, Pisces, which is why deceit is in reverse. It's not deceit from anyone else around you. It's you kidding yourself on that you maybe don't have time to deal with that, because that is quite a big deal for you. Okay, so Pisces, that's your full moon reading. Set your intentions well. Have a lovely, you know, lavender and Epsom salt bath. Charge your crystals, do your thing. Look after yourself, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.